Ma Kali is one of the most powerful and revered deities in Hinduism, particularly within the Shakta tradition, where she is worshipped as the supreme goddess and the embodiment of time, death, and change. Her appearance is both awe-inspiring and fearsome, symbolizing her role as the destroyer of evil and the liberator of souls. Kali is typically depicted as a dark-skinned goddess with a wild, disheveled appearance. Her skin is often depicted as black or deep blue, symbolizing the infinite and the void. She has a fierce expression with her tongue lolling out, which signifies her insatiable thirst for destroying evil. Kali wields a sword, Kharga, which she uses to cut through the ego and illusions, symbolizing the destruction of ignorance and false consciousness. In one hand, she holds a severed head, representing the annihilation of the ego and the impermanent, transient nature of the physical body. Ma Kali wears a garland, mundamala, of severed heads around her neck, each head symbolizing a human ego that has been conquered by the goddess. This also represents the cycle of life, death, and rebirth. Her skirt is made of severed human arms, symbolizing the actions and deeds, karma, that bind individuals to the cycle of reincarnation. She wields a trident, Trishul, which symbolizes the power to destroy the three impurities of the soul: ego, attachment, and ignorance. Ma Kali is often depicted as naked, symbolizing her transcendence of the physical and material world. Her nakedness also signifies purity, as she is beyond the veils of Maya, illusion, that conceal the truth. Her unbound hair represents freedom and her wild, untamed nature, showing that she is beyond the constraints of societal norms and conventions. Her red tongue, often depicted as protruding, signifies the blood of the demons she slays, as well as her defiance against societal norms. It also symbolizes the power of speech and the potency of mantra. Kali's origin story is deeply intertwined with the fabric of Hinduism, particularly in her association with the battle against evil. According to the most well-known version, Kali emerged from the forehead of goddess Durga during a fierce battle against the demon Raktabija. This demon had the power to create new demons from every drop of his blood that touched the ground. In her fury, Kali drank Raktabija's blood to prevent it from spawning more demons and devoured the entire army of demons, thus protecting the universe. Kali is closely associated with Lord Shiva, the god of destruction. In many depictions, Kali is seen standing or dancing on Shiva's chest. This image symbolizes the balance between creation and destruction, as well as Shiva's role in pacifying Kali's destructive rage. Kali is considered an incarnation of Parvati, the consort of Shiva. She represents Parvati's more terrifying and violent aspect, which emerges when the world is threatened by overwhelming evil. Ma Kali is revered not only for her power to destroy evil, but also for her role as a compassionate mother who protects her devotees and guides them towards spiritual liberation. Kali's primary role is the destruction of demons, representing the destruction of evil forces within and outside. She annihilates ignorance, ego, and the attachments that keep souls bound to the cycle of rebirth. Devotees turn to Kali for protection against all forms of fear and danger. She is often invoked to remove obstacles, ward off negative energies, and protect from adversaries. Kali is considered the ultimate reality in the Shakta tradition, representing the power of time and transformation. She helps devotees transcend the material world and the limitations of the physical body, guiding them toward moksha, liberation. Kali is a goddess of transformation, helping devotees to overcome their lower tendencies, such as anger, pride, and attachment, and guiding them toward higher spiritual goals. Ma Kali is also associated with bestowing siddhis, spiritual powers, to her devotees, enabling them to overcome the limitations of the physical world. The most popular Beej Mantra associated with Ma Kali is Om Kreem Kalikaya Nama. Meaning of each word in mantra is as follows: the universal sound representing the ultimate reality, the divine consciousness. Kreem, the seed mantra specifically associated with Kali, embodying her energy of transformation, destruction of evil, and protection. Kalikaya refers to Kali, the fierce and powerful aspect of the Divine Mother. Nama means I bow or I offer my salutations, signifying surrender and reverence to the goddess. This mantra can be chanted at any time, but it is particularly potent when chanted during the early morning hours, Brahma Muhurta, or during the night, especially on new moon nights, Amavasya, and during Kali Puja or Navaratri. Recite the mantra 108 times, one mala, or in multiples of 108 for maximum benefit. Sit in a comfortable, meditative posture such as Padmasana, lotus pose, or Sukhasana, easy pose. Hold a mala in your hand to keep track of the recitations. While chanting, visualize Ma Kali in her most powerful and protective form, standing over the demon she has vanquished, with her tongue protruding and her weapons in hand. Imagine her divine energy enveloping you, offering protection, strength, and spiritual liberation. Benefits of chanting the full mantra is protection. The mantra invokes Ma Kali's protection against all forms of negativity, evil spirits, and harmful influences. It helps in the spiritual transformation of the devotee, enabling them to overcome inner demons such as fear, anger, and ego. Chanting this mantra regularly instills courage, fearlessness, and inner strength, empowering the devotee to face life's challenges. The mantra is effective in removing obstacles from one's path, whether they are material, emotional, or spiritual. Sincere devotion and regular chanting of this mantra are believed to lead to spiritual liberation, freeing the soul from the cycle of birth and rebirth. This full mantra is a powerful tool for those seeking Ma Kali's divine blessings, protection, and spiritual guidance. It is a mantra of transformation, helping devotees to cut through the illusions of the material world and move closer to the ultimate truth.